Good evening, I'm David Kramer at the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. Starting off with weather for the remainder of today, we do have high pressure staying out over the Bering Sea, resulting in areas of fog, some of which are mixed with rain throughout much of the Bering and the Aleutian Islands, also extended into the Alaska Peninsula and up much of the west coast of the state, especially from the YK Delta area north through the Kotzebue Sound area. As we move further into inland Alaska, however, we're seeing more shower activity from southwest Alaska extending up into much of the interior, where we are going to see some thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours for much of the western, central, eastern, and northeastern portions of the interior. Down in south central Alaska should be primarily rain showers. The low pressure system moving through the Gulf of Alaska, expecting more rain on the way all along the North Gulf Coast to include the Panhandle area. We also have a flood advisory out in the interior for the Delta River along Larry Spangler Road that is in effect until Tuesday afternoon. For tonight, we are going to see a low pressure system out over the Gulf continue to push to the east, bringing more rain tonight for the Panhandle area, heaviest early Tuesday morning. Then the rain is going to continue up the North Gulf Coast into some areas of south central as well, and then some showers lingering throughout the night from southwest Alaska through all of the interior and the Brooks Range. All along the Arctic coastline, we're going to see fog that's going to extend down the west coast through the Kotzebue Sound area, and then fog throughout all of the Bering Sea and Aleutian Islands, many of the islands mixing with rain with that fog. On Tuesday, high pressure still out over the Bering Sea. More fog is expected, with fog extending down to the Aleutian Islands, where we will have a mixture of fog and rain. Then as we move into mainland Alaska, showers for southwest Alaska, and then more thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours from the Alaska Range to the central and eastern portions of the interior, up into the Yukon Flats and eastern parts of the Brooks Range. Along the Arctic coastline and much of the west coast, going to see fog as well. We're going to see rain and fog as we get down into the Seward Peninsula area and St. Lawrence Island. Down in the Panhandle area, we're going to see continued rain from low pressure that's parking out over the eastern parts of the Gulf of Alaska, bringing onshore flow to the area. Then on Wednesday, that low is going to finally start to track further to the southeast, but still bring rain to many locations at the Panhandle, with the heaviest in the central and southern locations. As we move out over mainland Alaska, showers for much of the southern mainland, and that's going to extend in and become isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours for eastern portions of the interior, and then showers throughout much of the Brooks Range and western portions of the coastline from the Seward Peninsula area up to the north. Then as we get along the Arctic coastline, expecting fog and more fog throughout the Bering Sea and Aleutian Islands. Alaska statewide weather, I'm David Kramer.